Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So this is the day 11th of Selenium WebDriver beginner series. So in today's session, we will learn about how to handle multiple windows and tabs. So basically when we are working with applications, we see some applications will open up in a new page. So in such cases, we have certain issues in handling with WebDriver. So we will see those issues and how do we uh, get solutions for those kind of issues. So as part of this session, we will learn about get window handle, get window handles, how to get number of windows, and the switching between windows or tabs, and how to close the various windows and tabs. So let's get into one by one. So the first method is get window handle. So get window handle is nothing but whenever WebDriver creates a new session, that will add certain handler ID. So this is one unique identifier which can be used WebDriver to identify that particular window and to be able to interact with the elements of that particular window. So this is about get window handle. So if we open multiple windows, then the WebDriver may not be able to interact with those windows until we switch the focus of WebDriver to newly opened window. So let's see one example. So this is a Selenium WebDriver code to get that particular handler. So this is a method get window handle. So whenever you open a web browser window, then if you use this command, so that particular window handle can be retrieved, and I have assigned this to some variable and I'm printing it to the console. So let's see one example. So this is a day 11 session. I'm creating a new package and day underscore 11, finish, right click, new class, UI underscore interact underscore window windows or window handlers, whatever. Select main method and your code gets generated. Now you can write your code to launch the browser. So I'm copying it, this particular stuff, and pasting it in some this main method. Okay. So now instead of opening a local page, I'm trying to open salesforce.com page. So copy this and paste over here. Okay, this is to navigating to salesforce.com or Salesforce application. Now print the window handler. As I said, whenever WebDriver opens, it assigns certain window handler. So we will retrieve that window handler. And this is a quite, big multiple, it's a combination of different characters. So that ID we will be retrieving now. So that this will help WebDriver to, assign certain window ID, and even though if you open multiple windows, WebDriver can accurately interact on the particular page because of this window handler. So that amongst many windows, it can identify WebDriver opened window. So now I'm debugging it, and you see this is open this salesforce.com. Now you see there is a window ID opened, some 37BF XYZ ZL blah 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 blah. So this is about get window handle. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Now we will see get window handles. So get the window handlers of all the open windows or tabs by currently open WebDriver session. Okay, so remember it doesn't count of other browsers which we opened by our manual actions. This will only count the windows opened by WebDriver, and that too specific to the current session, not the windows opened by another test scripts or maybe the old test script. Okay, so this is the syntax you can see over here. So get window handles, this will retrieve number of handles, and this will return the handlers in a form of set, so Java set, so that I stored in this particular window handles. Okay, and if you loop it, then the window handler will have hold number of windows here. Like suppose if you have two open windows, then this count is 2, and this for each loop will help us to retrieve through one by one, and the first time it will give you the first opened window handle. Okay, this is a while iteration 1, and then loop continue, and the next time it will give another window handle, that is a loop 2, or so on. So this is how the get window handles will help us to get the open windows. Let's see one example. So now I am running the same test. I'm running in debug mode so that you can view what's going on. Now you see driver.get. So that's opened salesforce.com. Now I'm clicking on one link, and this link will help us to open another tab. Got it? So it doesn't have any ID or name or nothing. So I think I can rely on any attributes. So I'm taking data underscore QE attribute. Okay, so means we need to write XPath for this. And to write XPath, driver dot find element by dot, what is the method? XPath. Okay, and slash double slashes, and what is the attribute we are using? We are using tag name a at the rate attribute name. So we are using the data q attribute. Okay, so copy that attribute, data QE equals to single quotes open, and write that attribute value. Okay, so what is the attribute value over there? Check it. Free trial, right? So seems this is a best matching XPath. So I'll copy that and close this and say dot. To click, we need to use click command. Got it? So now just inspect it so that you can see how that particular link will work. That start on my pre-trial opened another window. Got it? Okay, now driver dot get window handle. So how many it should return? This should return two window handlers. One is for the first opened window, and other one is just opened upon clicking on start my free trial. Okay, so those two window handler are displayed like the 0 is the first and the 1 is the latestly opened child window or latest to opened tab. So in case if you wanted to print them, so you need to loop through it, right? So as I said, we need to store it in some variable and use for each loop to loop through it. Okay, so you see it is written in set. So it means you can only store these values in set. Set window handles equals to driver dot get window handles. Okay, now to loop through set for each, type few letters, control space, you will get the for each loop. So out of window handles, every time you'll get only one window handle. So change the name to window handle. I changed. Now system out dot println window handle, so that it will loop through number of window handlers. If two open, it will loop through twice, and each time it will print out you the window handler. Okay. So select this, right click, inspect. You see there are two Windows IDs are typed, the first window handler and the second window handler, right? So this is how that window handler get window handles will work. Hope you got it right. So let's move on to the next topic. Get the count of opened windows or size. So you wanted to know how many tabs are open. So in such cases, we will be using size method. So this method will get you the number of open or Windows tabs by currently opened WebDriver session. Okay, so this is my syntax: get window and dot size and system dot out dot println means it will give you the, it will print out the value. Okay, so let's see. So we have script already open and we have the session is live. Okay, you see there are two windows are opened by this session because you see this session is still active. This is active. Okay, so now to get the count, to get the number of windows, we'll be writing system out control space. You will get this syntax: number of windows are colon plus is a concatenation operator, means we are concatenating variable value with string. This line is string, right? So this is a variable, so you need to use plus operator. So now run it. So you should get 2, right? Ideally 2 because there are two windows open. Number of windows are 2, right? 1 2. So this is about window handles dot size. Okay guys, so let's see in general what kind of issues we face if two windows or two tabs are open. So let's see this example. So we'll go to navigate to this site and click on try for free and enter first name and close all the browser windows. This is a manual test scenario which we need to automate. So I got this requirement from my team and I would like to automate it. Then what kind of issues I will face and what would be the solution for this? So let me automate this. Okay, so I have the script to navigate to salesforce.com and click on free trial. So I'm running in debug mode. So you remember, right? If you run in debug mode, you can modify the script and quickly evaluate your code. So that is the benefit of running in debug mode. So I ran it. It's navigated. Now I clicked on this free trial. Now two windows are open. Now my requirement is to enter first name. Inspect. So to interact with, first we need to identify, right? That is the first action. So I'll be using user first name value or attribute. So means driver dot, I'm just commenting it, enter first name. The code is driver dot find element by dot. Okay, what is the property I'm using? Name, right? So you need to use by dot name and paste the value that we copied. By dot name and place over here. Okay, dot send keys is a command to enter value. So give some XYZ, whatever. I given as F name. Okay. So ideally it should enter value. Okay. So now what will happen? Let's see. Oops. This is throwing some exception. Pick it. Let's speak into it. We see no such element, unable to locate element. So why this error? You see this error, unable to locate element, no such element, because this WebDriver is trying to look for this element on parent window, because because the WebDriver focus is still on the top window. On this means it is trying to find value on this particular window, but that is on second window, right? So that is the reason it's not able to find the value of that, not able to find this particular web element. So this is the issue which we are facing when we open multiple tabs. Okay, so let's look at the solution. So the solution is switchTo.windowHandle. Okay, so this is the solutions, and in last screen we see multiple windows are open, but how do we know which is the latest? And right, because there are two windows opened and the window handles are dynamic. We don't know what is opened and what would be the ID. So in such cases, how to handle this case? So to handle this case, there are three steps involved. The first step is we need to get the parent window handler first. Means whenever you open application, get that window and store it in some variable. And after chain window opened, use getWindowHandles to get all the windows. And now loop through all the windows and switch to the window which is not a parent window, so that's a child window. Okay, so to switch we need to use driver dot switch to dot window. Hope you got me right. So what I'm trying to say here, so first get the parent window handle. Means once after you navigate to salesforce.com, get this window handler and store it in some variable, some like you can say parent handler equals to driver dot get window handler. Use this, and once after you click on free trial, then there is a new tab opened, right? So after that you use get window handles, so that you will see the window handler count is as a 2. Now loop it, right? So very first time you will get one window handler, but that is a parent window handler. Okay, so if the parent window handler equals to this, then don't switch. If not, then switch dot window using the second window handler. So this is how the switch to window works. So we'll see one example so that you can understand this. Let's move on. This is my example. As I said, there are three steps involved over here. This is the step one. So in step one, what I'm doing, I'm retrieving the window handle and storing it as a original window. Means this is the first time opened window. Okay. And so just to, and you see the next time, you see I'm looping through until we find a new window handle, right? So now next, I'm retrieving the driver dot get window handles. This is a step 2. Okay, so that you will get how many number of windows are opened on browser. So let's see this one example. Uh, I'm trying to open browser. Let me put some. Let me put some breakpoint over here. Okay, debug as Java application. Okay, so forget about it. I just ran this to open the browser window. Now you see salesforce.com. Okay, so once you open this window, once after you open this window, then you will be storing as a window handler, means it's a parent window. So now as a second step, you are using driver.get window handle when once after you open the second window, means once you click on it, now if I run get window handlers, you will get 1 2, right? So that is where you will get this get window handler will get 2 windows. So now looping it, so driver dot get window handler is a set, right? So very first time you will get one window handler that is pointing to the original window, means that will give you the first opened window handler. This is the one. And that then if these both are equals, then don't do anything, right? So this loop will skip, and next time what will happen, this will give you the second window handler. So means here in second loop, if original window equals to the second window, no, so then the driver dot switch to dot window will switch your control or WebDriver focus to second window using switchTo dot window command, and loop will break it. So this is how the driver dot switch to window will work, and this is how you can handle multiple windows or tabs. So I think looking at this example will give you some clarity, whatever if you have any questions. So now here I'm as a step one, I'm getting a parent window handler. Get the parent window handle prior opening second window. Okay, so this is very first when you open web driver page, you will be, when you open salesforce.com, you will be storing this get window handle. Now putting some breakpoint over here, string parent window equals to, so this is a main window handler. Okay, so now once after clicking on pre-trial, you will be getting two windows, right? So here you will again retrieve how many windows are there. This is step two. Step two, get all windows after opening tab or child window. Okay, so driver dot get window handles. So remember, you need to use this once after you get multiple windows, means after clicking on free trial. Okay, so you got multiple get window handles, the same code. Okay, okay, get window handles, duplicate variable, so you are getting that way. So I'm removing this here. Okay, now loop through it. Okay, so to loop it, you need to have a for loop. Okay, loop through, loop it, and switch to window which is not a parent window, because parent window means we the first name which we are looking is in child window, right? So that we need to loop through the we need to switch to the child window. So you'll be using some condition over here. Okay, so same for each loop you can use. Here I am putting one condition, if, because I'm getting one by one and making some condition, if window handle dot, you can use equals or contains or whatever, equals, because we are comparing, right? Parent window, if it is a parent window means there is no use of switching to it, because our focus is already on parent window. We need to switch if the window handler is not a parent window, means second window handler, means second element in the loop. Driver dot switch to dot window. Okay, and that particular window handle. So hope you are following me, right? So semicolon, and break. Okay, so there are multiple lines, so that you need to use if else in a loop. And remove this. Now you can enter first name, because we are switching to the child window, isn't it? So this is how you can switch to your child window. Okay, so now I'm putting one breakpoint here. Get window handles and break. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think I missed a if else loop, end loop. So that's the issue. So I am added it, saved it. Okay, so got all issues resolved. Now put some breakpoint over here. Okay, and put over here and right click and run debug as Java application. Now the salesforce.com is opened. Okay, so now you see there are two windows are opened. Okay, and now you can run step by step. Now there are two window handles, first and second, and the first one is nothing but it's a parent window. So we don't want to switch to parent window because the focus is already there. If not equal to means that is a child window. So now your focus will switch to child window so that WebDriver can look at specific elements on child window, means on this particular free trial page. So you see, and once switching is done, then break it. Okay. Now you see the first name would be entered on this because the focus is on that window, right? You see the first name is entered. So this is how your issue resolved. Got it? And by any case, if you wanted to switch back to your parent window, still that is possible. So can you guys guess it? It's driver dot switch to dot what? Window, and we stored in parent window variable, right? Just switch it because you have that handler stored in somewhere. So use that so that your focus will move back to parent window. Now move and click on that start me my free trial just to check whether we are the focus is really moved to parent window or not. Just click on this. So if switch to works, then the link should be clicked, right? Select that code, right click, inspect. You see another free trial page open, means it successfully switched, and click done, start my free trial. This is how switch to window works. Got it? So I hope you got something, and if you have any questions, please put your issues in comment section. Definitely I will get back with answers. So let's move to the next topic on this about close and quit. And close means it's close the currently focused window. So when there are new tabs open, if you switch to child tab using driver.switch2, and then if you use close, only that particular focused window will be closed. So that is about close command. And but the quit will close all the windows and tabs associated with that WebDriver session, means it will open all the child windows, and it closes the browser process even, because whenever it is opened it will create some process in the your in your system. So that particular process, background driver process, everything is used closed by quit command. Okay, so it is very important to use close and quit at end of your test scripts to free up some system resources. Okay, so let's see one example. So this is a driver dot close. I put some breakpoint, right click, debug as Java application. Now you see this will open the salesforce.com page, and you see this page is opened, and you see switch to, and like you see there are two windows opened. Okay, now you can enter the first name. You see first name open, and the focus is in child window. Now if you execute it, the child window is closed, but still the parent window is available. Okay, so this is about driver.close. So by definition we just seen that, right? It's open the currently focused window. But whereas quit, let's run it, debug as. You see I closed it this manually, don't confuse. Okay, now this WebDriver session is opened. Okay, now I put some breakpoint. Now you see there are two windows are opened. Now upon executing quit, these two should be closed. Right click, inspect. No windows are open. Means it's closed all. I could see only two if I tab it. This means it was closed all the open sessions and windows using driver.quit method. So that's it about working with windows and tabs. So the takeaway here, we need to get the driver window handler using get window handle. If there are multiple, you need to use get window handles. And driver dot switch to dot window method can be used to switch to the child windows. And we also discussed about close and quit. Close means it will close the currently focused window, whereas quit will close everything opened by that particular WebDriver session, including the process that are created, and any background process related to WebDriver would be close using quit command. So it is very important to close and quit for every script, end of every script execution, to free up your system resources like as RAM or memory, whatever that consumed by using WebDriver processes. So that's all about this session. I hope you got something or you learned about handling Windows using Selenium WebDriver. If you have any questions, please put in your comment section. I will get back with appropriate answers. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, please like it and subscribe it. Have a good day.